Mahodaya, in the Mangala Charanam, that is Mangala Acharanam, right? Mangala Acharanam. Now, when he says Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam, that I understand is a revealer of the Tatparya of Sarva Vedanta. Now, the next word, Tam Agocharam, this is a little bit confusing because he is referring to the Guru, his Guru, Govinda Bhagavat Pada, as Agocharam. Does that mean he has passed away or he is not seen? Why does he say Tam Agocharam? That's the question to you.
Right. So, this is the only subject, only Vidya, where what we are studying and what we are going to become are identical. Okay, Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. Okay, the knower of Brahma becomes Brahma. That is what the Upanishad says. Okay, knower of Brahma becomes Brahma. You take any other Vidya, anything you take. Geologist is there. Geologist studies the earth and minerals and so forth. And surely the geologist is not going to become minerals. The bacteriologist studies about bacteria, virologist studies about virus. Surely the virologist does not want to become a virus. Neither he will become or she will become a virus. Okay. Any subject, even a psychologist who studies about the mind and mental processes and emotions, cause and effect of emotions, even the psychologist does not want to become the mind, even though they may be an expert in the mind. Okay, they don't become the mind. Okay, all that is called aparavidya, where I don't become what I'm studying. This vidya is very unique. It is called Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya, where I, as though, become what I study. In fact, I am already what I'm studying. But the Shastram says you become what you study because it for all this time I've led a life as though I was not Atma, as though I was not Brahma. And this ignorance is what makes me study. And so it is as though I have become Atma. Therefore, the Guru is the one, of course, who knows what the Vakyam is thoroughly. Therefore, Brahmaiva Bhavati. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. The knower of Brahma became Brahma. Correct? Became Brahma means the person who is there in front of me is Brahma, Sakshat Brahma. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwara, Sakshat Shiva, Sakshat Vishnu, etc. And tell me now, Brahma is Gocharam. Brahma is Agocharam. Atma is Agocharam. And therefore, to Sadgurum Agocharam. Tam Agocharam Govindam Pranatosmi. So the teacher is not looked upon as a person anymore. The teacher stands for Brahma. The teacher stands for what I am studying. The teacher becomes an embodiment of Atma Brahma. And therefore, Sadguru is Agocharam. Correct. We don't look at teacher as a person. Yeah, person is needed. Only a person can speak. Atma cannot speak. But there is Brahma. There is Brahma. That's it. Correct. And so as a person, no. As a person, not a gochar. Person is not a gochar. Sthula Shariram is right there. And so that is not a gochar. But what the person stands for is a gochar. Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. In any case, Guru is Brahma also. Just like I am Brahma, Guru also is Brahma. And therefore, agocharam is a very important thing. Taking the Guru as what I am looking for. He is the embodiment of who I am. And that's what I'm studying. And therefore,
So,
agocharam. Very common in our Shastra. To talk
so
like that.
he's equating Guru to Brahman.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. That's it.
all right. And the other thing is, tell me again, Purushaha, I understand Pure, Shete, that word I didn't understand.
Purishete. Pure, I don't know. Purau. Puri. Purishete or Puraushete. Shete, it is Shayanam. Shayanam. Shayanam is
Okay,
sleep, no? So that she dhatu is
okay,
Shete. Shete means one who sleeps in the body. Literal meaning, one who sleeps in the body.
okay, okay.
That is
Got
what
it.
literal meaning is.
Okay. And one more, Samshrayaha. Ashraya is to take refuge. The sam is a upasarga there?
Correct. Of course, there is upasarga. Samyak, some purvaka ashraya. In fact, there are two upasargas, two prefixes. Ang is a prefix. Then before
Yeah.
that, sam is a prefix.
Okay.
Shri is the dhatu. Shri is the dhatu. Not Shri. Shri is the dhatu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. धन्यवादः महोदय.
Good. Yeah. Ram Narayan.
Thank you, Guruji. You had introduced two words, or two items here in the conversation. One was the Deva Anugraha and Karma Phaladata. And you talked about the Karma Phaladata is Ishvara, right? And this is maybe a simple clarification question. Is that the same as the Nirguna Brahman, the ultimate, or is this is you're talking about more of a Ishvara as in the personal Ishvara God?
Right. So, role playing. Role playing is a big thing. Suppose I ask you, are you husband? Yes. Are you father? Yes. Are you son? Yes. Are you employee? Yes. Etc. Are you neighbor? Yes. Are you a citizen? Yes. Oh, you're all these things? All these things means, but you're one person only or not? Yes, I'm only one person. But how come you're all these things? No, it's possible for one person to play all these roles. Okay. And therefore, for us, Nirguna Brahman is really it's a helpless thing. It doesn't do anything. Nirguna Brahman is the substract adhishtanam of the entire universe. Okay. Then once you attribute actions, then you have to bring in roles. You have to bring in roles. And so there is this very important role of this creating karma phalam out of karma, creating adrishtam out of karma. Adrishtam, it can be generally we use the word adrishtam for punyam, generally in common language. But papam also is adrishtam only, not visible, adrishtam only. So we'll use the word adrishtam. So punya papam or adrishtam or karma phalam. So that the guy, quote unquote, guy who distributes is called karma phaladata. Okay. Generally, to refer to Nirguna Brahman, we use the word Paramatma. Generally, we have to context only will decide whether you are
Right.
talking about a role or the adhishtanam behind the role. Otherwise, you have to assume Saguna Brahma. Most of the time, it is Saguna Brahma.
Saguna Brahman.
Saguna Brahma comes, when the context demands that.
Okay. Excellent. Dhanyawad, Guruji.
Sure. Hema Shankar.
So in that thing, agocharam there are two agocharam there, isn't it? So
No,
the
one.
first agochara is Brahman as the thing. So Napumsakalinga, Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Correct?
Prathama, which one is Prathama Vibhakti? Sorry.
Oh, no. Sorry, that is also Dvitiya Vibhakti
Yeah,
only,
no?
but that is the Napumsakalinga Brahman there. The second one, Tam Govindam, Tam Agocharam, there it refers to Govinda Pullinga Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Both. That is what.
See, technically, Govindam Pranataha Asmi. I remain doing Namaskara to Govinda Bhagavatpada. Correct? So, because Govindam is Pullingam, masculine, everything else should be masculine, technically. Correct? Because the adjective of a masculine should also be masculine. So, better not to bring Napumsakam and Strilingam into this
So
picture.
that, but the Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam.
Gocharaha, Gocharaha.
So it also refers to the Govinda only. I mean, not Brahman.
Everything. There is the correct. Everything is so many adjectives are there. Every word is an adjective. Except Govinda, which you can say is a noun.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. Maybe. So you can see the Sanskrit is fairly simple in this particular Mangalacharya shloka.
Kumarji, I thought aham was the subject here. Pranatosmyaham. Aham is the subject, I
Correct.
thought. So,
I mean, no, that's
Govindam.
correct. Govinda is a Dvitiya, not Prathama.
Yeah.
Object. Yeah.
Everything else is Ditya.
Yeah. Everything else Dvitiya. And Pranataha, Prathama, Dvitiya.
Pranataha looks to be Pratama.
What is Prathama? Aham
Prathama, obviously. It's an adjective to
It's a Pratyam.
adjective
Aham
to
Pranataha Asmi.
Aham Pranataha Asmi. Correct. Subject. Adjective to the subject, you can say. Good. Anything else?
There is one shlokam you are going to say. You will say, give us it in the next class, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. The next sloka, I'll mention it.
Next class. Okay.
I have a question, Jaykumarji. What is Bimbananda then? Like you were saying, Vishayana, is that also Vishayananda? You were mentioning about Avishaya Ananda and then Vishayananda. There's also Bimbananda. Sometimes they say that. Like it's the Chidabhasa, whatever is experienced, the happiness experience in the Chidabhasa. So is that would be Vishayananda, I'm still thinking, but is that like a synonym for that?
So, no. See, in Sanskrit, there are two words, Bimba and Pratibimba. Bimba and Pratibimba. So, Bimba is the original. Pratibimba is a reflection. It's a reflection. Pratibimba. Okay, original and then reflection. Original, reflection. So, Bimbananda is the Atmananda. Pratibimbananda is Vishayananda. Avishayananda, Vishayananda.
Okay. So same thing, but terminology is different. Pratibimbananda is the one in the Chidabhasa then. Okay.
Correct. So,
Okay.
Chaitanyananda is Bimbananda. The original Ananda is Bimbananda. Right.
Okay.
Generally, I've seen that as the way it's used. Bimba and Pratibimba.
Okay. No, it makes sense because Bimba would be the Pratibimba is the reflection. Bimba would be the original face. Yeah.
Right.
Original.
Right.
It makes sense. Yeah. Thank you.
Good. So we will pause with that. So we have to decide homework, no? What homework do you want? Anybody has an idea? This is so easy, Shloka. Or you all will get 100 marks if you do this homework. Yeah, good. Durlabam Taray Manushyatam. Okay, maybe Mahapurusha means what? Mahapurusha means what? We have to make it little difficult, you know. Mahapurusha means what? Write in your own words.
And
Moksha will come to later. Mumukshutvam and all will come later. Or either way. Explain moksha. No, explain moksha. I did not really explain moksha. I don't think so. Just giving an introduction to moksha. So it's not fair to ask the question, explain moksha. So we'll skip that question. Mahapurusha. Anything you want to say about Mahapurusha? That becomes your homework. Is that fair? Yeah. Good.
Guruji, in Tamil we say no for luck, adrishtam. So that is not in Sanskrit. It is not.
No, we don't. No, in no Indian language there is a word for luck.
சாதாரண தமிழ் யூசேஜ்ல அவனுக்கு அதிர்ஷ்டம் அடிச்சுடுத்து அப்படின்னு
Correct.
சொல்லுவாங்க. ரொம்ப
So we are
அதிர்ஷ்டக்காரன்.
saying good punyam. That is punyam. Adrishtam
அதிர்ஷ்டம்,
means punyam.
something which is not
We
seen.
use the right word for it.
Adrishtam is unseen.
Unseen. Adrishtam, that's what I'm saying.
Seem
So,
to that.
but it is a Sanskrit word which we use randomly in Tamil.
Yeah, in Kannada also we use adrishtam.
அதிர்ஷ்டக்காரமோ அதெல்லாம் சொல்றோம். But that is something, if you literally translate it is unseen.
In Tamil, but it is a Sanskrit word, adrashtam, which cannot be seen. So
Okay.
we can take it as a luck also.
For luck in like some languages, they say bhagya, like bhagyavan means lucky, or kismat wala or something. They will say things. Other is not applicable. They say
But
like
Guruji,
lucky people.
even here in the US, there's a saying that which is connected to what you said, which is the harder you work, the luckier you get. So it's very similar to what you just.
Which means he's saying there is no such thing as luck. That's what he's saying.
Exactly. There's no such thing as luck. It's basically your karma, right?
Yeah, whenever sometimes like if it's a difficult thing and I
There
get
is
it
a
like
saying,
at the operating room, some people say like you did a good job. Then I say no, I was lucky because anybody can get it. But then people say luck favors those who are good. So maybe that's how we need to interpret is there is
Brave.
nothing called luck. So
Favors the brave.
yeah.
There is a saying, no, he worked day and night, he missed his sleep, so many things, and finally people called him lucky. I mean, that means he has done all that, and finally people says he was just lucky.
Yeah.
And luck also it says, you have to be at the right place at the right time. That is also they say you're lucky. So
Yeah, it's difficult to interpret, I
there's
guess.
nothing like luck. I mean,
There's a statement called you get what you deserve, not what you desire.
desire.
This proves that there is no luck.
That's why they say not
Once I
deserve
work
before
for
you
it in some
desire.
janma.
Okay,
Deserve
all of you are talking together and nothing is happening here. Nothing is happening. Okay, so you have to do something here. We can't just. Unfortunately, this Zoom system is like that.
Unfortunately, I was thinking like now that after discussion, there is like, I think it is, you work for it sometime. That's probably is how we
So
should.
in fact, we should come up with this argument. Suppose Trump made so and so person as their what do you call this? What's the department called? Efficiency. What is it? I forgot the name now.
DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency.
DOGE, Department of Government. Suppose that person Vivek was made. So you say Vivek is lucky. Vivek is lucky. You say, so Vivek should say, what do you mean I'm lucky? It's an insult actually to say I'm lucky. It's an insult. I worked hard for it. You're insulting me by saying I'm lucky and all that.
Guruji, I have a different take on this.
Lucky sounds that the person has not got the qualifications but has got the opportunity.
Yeah.
I have a different take on this.
Okay. All right.
What I'm saying is, you're now saying that everything that is going, the result is only based on my effort. So then are we discounting, we talk about Adhyatmikam, Adi Bhautikam, Adi Daivikam, which is the three contributors are responsible for a result. Are you discounting the other two? Carl
Right.
Lewis
Give me
may
an
spend his
example
entire
now.
1 minute, please. Carl Lewis may spend his entire life working hard. But that doesn't guarantee that he'll win the gold medal.
Right. Okay, correct. That's why karma is a big part. Karma is a huge part. Huge part. You can put a lot of effort and get nothing.
Correct.
Or you can put no effort and get a jackpot. Okay. Both are possible. So that's why
Can I
karma
give an example, Jaykumarji?
Huh?
Can I give an example? I don't know, like how it is a tough question to answer. Like people say, like, like my guru who teaches in Columbus, he's born in a lineage of 7 Vedic Pandits. They've been like very Shastra, like you said, Shastra runs in families. Some people say that, it is easy for him to be knowledgeable because he's born in that family. But, to be born in that family also, even when we read Bhagavad Gita, it says you have to have done something in other janmas, then only you will be born in such a family, which is durlabham. Sri Krishna says that. To be born in a very family which has all these kind of traditions. So when people say that, I feel like my guru is being denied what he probably worked in Janma to be born in this family. So nothing comes for free, I feel, is, you have to earn it in some Janma at least.
So we don't have to decide this. It's not an open question because it's closed. You know why? Because Sanatana Dharma doesn't say things come for free. It says what he just said, which is nothing comes for free. For us, it's an axiom for us. It's an axiom for us. Nothing comes for free. It may appear free, but doesn't mean it is free.
Guruji, can we also say like this, like in Lalita Sahasranamam, we says, Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Swarupidi. So she is the one who gives Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, and Kriya Shilata to do anything.
Yeah, definitely. So Ichcha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Swarupidi. So therefore, we only when we take a lot of things for granted, then only we can have this argument about I did this and they did this and I have to get I deserve this and all that. This I deserve this idea itself is refuted by that shloka. Only when I abrogate everything to myself, right? Ignoring all facts, then only all this discussion will come. Otherwise, it's all pure is Bhagavan, pure Bhagavan only. In traditional circles, that's how they talk. They will never take on, they will never say, I did this. This I did this will statement itself doesn't come in the language. If you go to Veda Pathshalas, we talk to Pandits and all. They'll say, it happened like that. Atirudram is going on in Madurai. Some people are going they've gone from Coimbatore. All the Vedic Pandits have gone. That's it. That means you can't, there is no rule that something should work out in a particular way. And so it just happened. All the gods favored it. Like that we say.
That aham should not be there.
No, but at the same time, Uddhared Atmanatmanam Natmanam Avasadiyat. Krishna is saying, you have to take responsibility for certain things. Otherwise, what happens is aham is not there. Quietly, people will use it as an excuse to not take initiative, to not take responsibility, which is another problem. It's a huge problem. So we don't want to get there. So aham is important. But once that maturity is there, then after that, aham can be given up. Yeah. Shastri, Haraprasad.
Actually, I'm going back to the shloka one. I have Swami Chandrasekhara Bharati's commentary on Vivekachoodamani.
Yes.
And it says, English translation, I tender my obeisance to my Sadguru Govinda, the embodiment of supreme bliss, who is beyond thought and speech and who is the goal of all Vedantic truths. That we have anyway seen. But it also says, it is to be noted here that Sri Bhagavad Pada combines in his shloka his obeisance both to his own immediate Guru Sri Govinda Bhagavad Pada and to the Supreme God Sri Govinda himself. He identifies his Guru with Supreme God. So here both Govinda and Govinda Bhagavad Pada both are referred to. That's what I think this says.
No, that's what he says. Chandrasekhara, Tirtha, he says that.
Yes.
Says that Govinda can apply to his guru or it can apply to Vishnu also. He says that, yes. So we can apply it like that. Okay. See,
Both.
generally,
Mm.
if the text is authored by Shankaracharya, then the first meaning we give for Govinda is Govinda Bhagatpada. Because Guru is not separate from Ishvara. For Shankaracharya, Guru is not separate from Ishvara. Guru, if he says over, enough, everything included. Everything included. But if we say no, the text is not authored by Adi Shankaracharya, if somebody were to make a case like that,
It is
then we
God,
say no
Govinda.
problem. No problem. Vishnu is, he is starting with Vishnu.
Yes.
Problem? No problem. So that's why Acharya there, his commentary says include both.
Both.
Yeah. Correct. I've seen that commentary. Yeah, he says that. Good, good. Haraprasad ji.
Yeah. Mahodaya, Shankara Bhagavad is a great proponent of Advaita philosophy. Now, when did he start the Dvaita Bhavana in his mind and started composing various hymns? What is the process that went in his mind to convert this Advaita into Dvaita?
Okay. So, see, I can't speak for Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya's life also was very short, literally, in terms of, they say, 16 years, and then Brahmaji doubled his life to 16 and all this. A beautiful story. So, see, Shankaracharya this shows Shankaracharya how clear his vision is. Advaitam eva satyam, Atma satyam, Jagan mithya, Brahma satyam, Jagan mithya. Okay. But mithya, everything is mithya. Even to say Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, we must all be alive. We must have a body. We must have a mouth. We must have ears which are working. We must have a brain that understands all this. Everything is mithya. Everything is mithya. Everything is vyavaharikam only. Nothing is paramarthikam. Tell me what is paramarthikam? Agocharam paramarthikam. Okay? Everything is gocharam. Everything is Vishaya. Vishaya. Shankaracharya writing is Vishaya. Shankaracharya is doing a Mangalacharam is Mithya. It is Vishaya only. Shankaracharya knows very well. Only through Mithya we can come to Satya. Okay? And the Mithya is so important. And Mithya can be abused also. Mithya can be abused and Bhoga Sharira constantly. Or Mithya can be used for me to come to this Advaita. And therefore, a prayerful life is the most practical way of living. And therefore, he goes all out. Ganesha Pancharatram is there, Saundarya Lahiri is there, and it goes on and on. He goes on writing one after the other. Kanakadara Stotram is there. Okay. So, like this, you are right. Your question is right. So, therefore, for him, he did not get transferred from Advaita to Dvaita. He did not have a change of mindset. Suddenly, he decided, these people, Advaita and all, will it fly? Will people appreciate all this? I think I should write some Dvaita shlokas. No, his shlokas are not Dvaita shlokas. His shlokas are all driving us towards Advaita. But bhakti is so important. You better understand the sanctity of this universe. Ishvaraha sarvam kalvidam Brahma. If I have to know, everything is sacred. There is no such thing called secular in Sanatana Dharma. That is what he's saying in all these shlokas. Therefore, you come up with your own Devata, Ishta Devata, I will write shlokas for you. Like that he's saying. And so, never ever he had any dichotomy at all.
Actually, Narsimha Karavalambana, he says, I'm ekakino charato murare. Please show me the way. I'm alone. I'm struggling in this world. Please show me the way. Something like that he writes. Please hold my hand and take me.
So therefore it is a bhakti. So look at that. We connect with something like that. Shankaracharya is helping us use the shloka to say the same thing. And Shankaracharya does not have to say, please hold my hand and all that. He doesn't have to say that. But he's writing it. Alayam Karunalayam. That's why we say Karunalayam. Okay. What is the shloka? What is the shloka? Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam.
Karunalayam. Yeah.
Bhagavad
Karunalayam. This is why. This is why Karunalayam. Because so much Karuna is just overflowing compassion for humanity. Overflowing. And so he wrote all these shlokas for our benefit because he knows we will first connect to those stotras first. Then only Mano Buddhya Hankara Chitta Ninaham Nacha Shrotra Jihve later only. Previously only chanting. As children we chanted Nirvana Shatka. That's it, over. But that is enough. That seed is there. But meantime you connect with all these others. Ganesha Pancharatna. Okay, everybody connects. Like this, we connect with this. Stotras like that. And Kanakadara. Now, one problem happens when this goes on. When people who don't know anything, what they'll do is they will praise Shankaracharya and they will say, look how great Shankaracharya is. He is so great that when somebody came and did not have anything in their house, she could only find one amla fruit, one nellika she found, and then she gave that amla fruit to Shankaracharya. And Shankaracharya was so moved. And then he wrote this, he invoked Devi and Kanakadhara, he composed, and then there reigned this all Kanaka. Kanchanam, she became wealthy after that. It's actually not a praise for Shankaracharya. Those who know Shankaracharya will not consider this as praise. That you praise Shankaracharya for his Vedanta Drishti, Siddhanta. That is what he's great for. Not because he made somebody rich and all that. So that's just by the way. That is by the way. But so you can see he has helped us in so many ways. And in one of the Bhashyam, he says, this Vyavaharikam is Atma Prakashanaya. What is the purpose of this life? If you say Atma Prakashanaya, it is supposed to take me towards Atma. And so my life should be in such a way that I have to design my life in such a way that it takes me towards that Dvaita Drishti. So I don't think Haraji, it's a change of mindset or anything like that. It shows that he understands life, he understands people, and he understands realities, and he just brings all that in one big package. And it's fantastic.
From Saguna only you can go to Nirvana. So Saguna is a need. So it is easy for even common man, every human being. So from Saguna we have to go to Nirvana. That is the what his intention of Shankaracharya was. Saguna is easier for the people to understand. So from Saguna we have to go to Nirvana. Sir, Shastri sir asked that question. For that, from Saguna, Shankaracharya translated from Saguna to Nirvana. So Saguna is a must. Dvaita is a must. From Dvaita only you can go to Advaita.
Correct. Saguna. Sagunam is very popular. Sagunam is popular. As children, we are used to Sagunam. So Sagunam. All his stotras will encourage that Sagunatvam and take us towards that Nirvana mission. So good. That's the right approach.
But finally, he also said, no, nahi nahi rakshati dukran karane. Finally, after writing such beautiful hymns and very poetic stotrams, and with all good chandas and all that, finally he says, nahi nahi rakshati dukran karane, samprapte sannihite kale.
No, so what is the meaning of nahi nahi rakshati dukrij karane?
Vyakarana is not going to help you. It is only your submission to God that is going to help you.
That is not the meaning of nahi nahi rakshati dukrij karane. Listen to me now. So he is saying dukrinj kru dhatu is karane. Karane means karma. Karma will not protect you. That is the meaning of nahi nahi rakshati. Karma palam, we talked about it so much. Karma cannot give you moksha. That is what he's saying with that statement.
I didn't know. Today,
we should not read it literally. Dukrinj karne, yeah, dhatu pata mein hai, dukrinj karne, you will see it. And nahi nahi rakshati means doesn't mean Vyakaranam will not protect you. What? Family also will not protect you. Please tell me. Family will not protect you. Huh? All the money you have earned will not protect you. Work will not protect you. Huh? Every morning going for a nice jog will not protect you. Everything we can add. Why only Vyakaranam? Everything comes under the bucket called Dukrinj. It's called karma. Karma will not protect you. Karma will only perpetuate the life. Samsara, it will perpetuate. That is what he's saying. Beautiful way to put it. And it confuses some people also in the process. That's the beauty of Shakracharya. So, I mean, this confusion is not just among people. Even some acharyas, Swamiji told us once this story. After explaining all this, which for us now it seems straightforward, then he sat with one acharya. I don't want to name the acharya or not, but that acharya was telling about how Vyakaranam cannot help. We are trying hard to teach Sanskritam to people and attracting people, and whatever little Sanskritam we know, we are trying to teach. Now, in between Nahi Nahi Rakshati, Dukrinj Karane, you say Vyakaranam will not help means what? Hey, please, don't go there. They are opposing, counter. They are working on counter. And so, that Acharya had told, Vyakaranam and all will not help. And then Swami had told, Acharya ji, this is what Shankara is trying to say. Like that, he's told that Acharya, like that Swamiji had told us in a satsang. So it's important. It's very obvious actually. It's not a big secret. It's if you carefully think about it. Now, you can make a case. Maybe some people got caught up in grammar. There was a particular story. You can make up some story, might be there, where people were talking about grammar. They got lost in Sanskrit grammar. If you study Panini, I tell you, if you study Panini, it will take your time away like this. It will just murinjuno. All the time will be lost. Even family will be lost. Everything will be lost. You will get sucked in Panini. Panini will suck you like this. Maybe Shankara is referring to literally Vyakaranam only. And he says, you people are all looking at grammar as though it's an end. It's not an end, my dear. It is meant to appreciate language, and language is meant to communicate, and communication is meant to reach that agochara. Truths are all there. It's a big process. You get stuck here means when am I going to go there? He could be meaning that also. If you want, when you are teaching it, you can mention these things. You can say, okay, if it means Vyakaranam, then this is the word, this is what it is. Or it could mean karma itself. Both meanings you can give. Both meanings are acceptable. I think we can
karma
accept.
makes more sense, Guruji.
Yeah. So, because I remember Swamiji once he said, I remember Panini and all we were looking at. And then once he made a statement, Panini will not give you any time for Vedanta. You be careful. That's what he said. Then only said, yeah, I have to be careful. Because I've spent whole days just on one or two words. One or two words. If I spend days on one or two words, then what about this Chandrasekhara Bharati has written a commentary on this one, Vivekachoodamani. When am I going to read all that? There won't be any time. There will be no time at all. So, therefore, there is some truth to saying that don't get lost in grammar. You grammarians, be careful. Grammarians also need to get moksha. Okay, moksha is not just for us, for you also. You grammarians also moksha. So you can interpret like that, Jyotiji. You can interpret like that. Yeah. You talk to other acharyas also and see what they say.
I'll try.
Yeah. Good. Ramuji.
Contrary to the people who believe in luck and ill luck and the thing, there are people who say, I am a self-made man, heavy-headed persons. I don't believe in luck and luck and all. That's what I wanted to say.
Self-made man. Okay. That's a nice one. Self-made man. They say that. Yeah, self-made.
There's one I remember reading somewhere. He was suggesting that when you go to bed, think of one thing in the day which you did on your own completely, without anybody's help, and you will not find that. So, what is this question of self-made?
That attitude, that thinking gives you the gratitude to others who are all contributed to us.
That sun.
There's one story. There is one story. I don't remember it completely. See, Brahmaji, somebody approached Brahmaji. And Ganesha said, you know what? I will create, I'll give you, take some rest. You're too busy, Brahmaji. And so I can help you a little bit. I'll create. The Brahmaji said, okay. So you have to create everything, okay? You're sure you want to do this job? You have to create everything. Yeah, I can create. This is not a big deal. So Ganapati started creating, it seems. He said, what did you create? I created people. From what you created people? I borrowed the material from here and then created people. Borrowed the material from here? Did you not create the material? Oh, material also you should create? Yeah, material also you should create. Oh, now I understand the problem. So like that, self-made man. Ganesha wanted to be a self-made man and he could not become a self-made man. Right, right. Good. So we will pause with that. Thank you. Vivekachoodamani. Okay. So what we said was next Vivekachoodamani class on Wednesday, Indian Standard Time will be at 6:15 rather than 6:30. So there is a thing, we are chanting this shloka, there's a history behind all these shlokas that we chant. So this during COVID period, we wanted to chant a shloka to counter the COVID. And so we started this Om Namo Bhagavad Dhanvantri mantra we started. So since then the tradition is continuing. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.